Welcome back to another Q&A. Victory is not available tonight, but we have a special guest from all the way from Samoa, Chase Smooth, and our
Hello.
co-host, Fole from San Francisco. As you guys can see on my screen, our topics for tonight is, the first one is Makai Fale, Wo Moni, Lokoleanga, and Fapoliuli. So, as we start tonight, what is the definition of Makai Fale?
Incest.
In Samoan.
Translate, please.
So like Ililelo fa Samoa. So like Lila Kule Avangoa ya Joe.
All right, we're gonna give it to Joe. Ole ale winga ole upule Makai Fale.
Ole winga o upule o Makai Fale. Ai va ai ni le upu e lua upu ngai e. Maka Fale. Maka Fale. Maka I Fale. Papalangi, your eyes in your own house. Lona winga. Wa e choe tilo lava oe. I te tono lo Fale. Lona winga. E kele anga kupu me I cousin sa. Tako we cousin sa. Tako wola mai hoa wa kimi e. O mea ngā wa whakua I ngai le mamaru le tunu. Mo nao mia na whaingi reunion sa. Reunion. Because like I told this story, this is a real story, man. Kimi ngā ma oe ma se kasi uso. Ma mako ma le uso le se kasi whalawe. A longa ainga. Ai sa vali mai kinge ka I mai sua ai me I uso. Actually wa. Mano. Oh hell no, bro. Well. Sa vali mai kinge kira war kinge do. Wa teu wa rigo. Kinge do ma e wa poli no poli de. Oh, you didn't know your cousin? Like hell no, bro. So, what about for anga? Wow. The Asian connection I know. The Asian connection I know. So, ole mea langa ka ole maka se ko kongor fale se. Usa wa se la wa ai. Ai wa koe kilo a oi ngai okay. So, wa ngā wha mamlamanga e mea leo ole maka I pali. Yo ua pape nana. E whangaka ko ka mamanga story.
Adi Chase Smooth.
So,
o lau story ngā whamakalangi mai au. Ole vai kaimi ngā o lau hawhai kou ainga por kaimi ngā Lexiko.
De ai. Kaimi ngā loko ka pau. Kaimi ngā loko ka pau. Ai o ke whawhkai o kiri ka unga kunga tamanga mau. Ole host. Ole host ngā mau na kaimi ngā. Rena mo mi wata. Vai ai lang hindi ko dea.
Vai.
Vai lang.
Biang o whaiaku ari uso. Uso, biang o whaiaku. E ke pisa loa o pisa foi loa. Vai, ole mea ngā ringa. Ia kausi per kako vāman.
Iyo. Ai, foi la. O ke via shea ko nere. Ia vanga wa urungari. Wa whai la kwanga. Ai makua. Kwa closer la ko related. So, you know what? Why not? I wouldn't regret. Don't feel regret. Don't feel victimized. In the middle. Langai. Okay, cool. Ia inga huilele lai wa alo le melo le wa mai o le love. O le alofa. Wa iai fo ianga I wha mamlamanga ngā o walu. E o ku wha mamlamanga. Kangu are ka maor ke nge rea. kala mai le ngafa, kala mai le ngafa, kala mai le ngafa ia. So mai ngafai maloi makar kau makuka ngara tiaki. Aisia, wai e moi ponga, ua close le related. O le ala huela nga yaki au, o le ua ua ngufo ma ting shaman. O le ala ua upai pui poro ting shaman. Wa o kei lo, e le ai ma se sa mo e kalasu nga ngafai shaman. So, ore ki anga ka fu.
E awhasha mangi pe.
Oh, wafi siri po le ale wing on makai whare. Ai lewa e aki. Oh, ai, oh.
Ole o waku le kali o makai pare. Ko waku e me sa o makai pare.
Oh.
So,
Kau ia le.
ole makai. Yo, me la nga ki fa kai pare o chacha. O la wa kala polo nga fa india. So, ngai. Ai lo la ya foli. O pe ko mo e ko le o.
Ngau fode ale, le ngufo sa mo. Ia, le rak waku ya fode la ngau fode le o ngau wo sa mo. Ia, rak waku le ya fode pole. Le a foi songa ia mangaku nga I le voi upo de makai fare. Fole.
It's just sleeping with your own family. First cousin, second cousin, third cousin, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie. Don't do it, y'all. That is makai fare.
Is it a bad thing or no?
I mean, it's frowned upon, right? It's frowned upon, especially in our culture, right? Right in our culture in Samoa. What does our parents always tell us? Why? Because it gets complicated. Because even though it you're still village related.
But Elianga, Elianga, is it a bad thing?
Experience. Oleados,
Ngale pa warga kale experience nunga in meron makai fare ngocho.
Oh yeah. Wai waku yacho.
Nei vai. Nga wa e me isi amag.
Peleanga. O le tini le kukul maka. O le mea e leanga. I rawa uaigo. E leanga pa pe fai malmakingoa. Pa pe la ke roanga ke dua ainga. Ai fai ya. Kama wena lele accidental. Yo kamala nga pi wale mo fai wa masaari ku vai. Ava pe wa mo ka mo. Pa penkalan ko ya wa meli ku vai na. Ai o le situation foi lele o la wa mo wa lo la ke ai nga. Tangi lo ka mama fai ku tenga. Eu po. O le wo sa au pa pia ko yo pa lo mo. O vai nga wa ya ke o ya. Ai le asa me kala skingi. Ainda ka ua. Ya ko wa ai le. Ke si me te ka ko wa inga ka.
That's right.
Wa inga ka. Pero voy ya is ka tunga voy wa pe. I don't care what people think. Let's do it.
But so leave city lalo chat aricho from Maya. What is accidental? Because as Samoans, like we should know, like the lineage, the line.
Mangkua pa mangkua le uru fa mai le kala fasa mo e ke le wa out ka ngaka ngai lo au le. So how do you know? That
Ole ke tole ke vai ku le tu. Ku lo asking o ye ai nga ko le wo sha ku kala mo. There are families who live for exile. Exile lisi o wa pa le ainga o mega kupu. So le mera le kupu. O le avo la i kwari si la le ainga le isi kumau ai ore vai kaumi ai sia ko yo mai se kenge ma se kama fa mai mom dad o la wore ore vai kaumi pa kwa o alu mama te o pula lu palumi pa vai ma te o le wa po o pa ma singa la wore ko kala I pure ngapa Allah la ko so mai e o mai umar ngu e kasi kalau luku mama ko de kari se ka so ko nga to la nga lu ke fa ko le ile feel to the time pero ai o nga yo shi ai no si nga wala fa pengang ka ko le o shi ai nga so ani le ya le o singa ai no o le ai lu o ko nga ko lai
Well, whose fault is it if they want to Australia, and the parents?
ai o ma ko
Yeah.
ke lo ka ko me
For my maku.
mari ko me ka ko ya fa lo mo ko lang you know especially youth do your research if you're gonna go on a date with someone as a Samoan share the genealogy ngala le kwa kama vula le o shione chapela o shione Yoshua rongo ro e kenge ma fa so kama research lo kama le te makikau ya ya umma
Ai ana pe research a kwai le mo. What are you going to do then?
Pay la research ako ile app le we nung call the heritage si app yo when
E fai o le app nga fai Samoa be fai palang.
Pay nga su low genealogy low ancestry
Well, Naomi, what is the percentage like accuracy of the app?
well the accuracy or not what I tested it before it came out 70%.
I this goes food.
This is that photo thing.
You might this goes food accidental.
Accidental lang na. Ka ko pilo year ko.
Wa masari pu vai. E ka wa mu le u fai saka.
But great. David, it is experience from a bullet.
Guys, can you guys tap the screen as we continue to
A little too much about this.
No, but that's the thing. Kusala right? It's not bad for the culture. Is it bad for the culture or no?
Why wouldn't it be bad for the culture? But that's what they do.
But o kako have de la foi akula u kama I fasore o kako kala le ngu fa Samoa. There's a lot of makai fale in le kala ango Samoa. A lot. Yeah, even Bible. Ole nga po ka kai ko nga makabaide kuspa iyo akamba eva. So how did everybody came about? So that way, is it bad for the culture or no?
It's bad for our culture.
Kalau boleh masa ni apa o paling sama. Pamasingo mai o sama. Ke pamasingo asa mo ai. Ye pulang ala. Awa o isi ema wa o le mero makai pale o singo le mero la me. Ko ai la me ngai o ke.
Lang fangau.
Ai singa nga e pa nga ta. O iska ka e pa nga la nga o le ko e o lai pale le la o na ya ka pole le wo ko yo ya pa ta ma tu na ya na pa no
La fa mai ale upu. La fa mai upu Samoa ver. Wow, Samoa. Ia o I mean, okay. O le rana faso ako. Kasi nanga ye for your family members le fa pinga. Ko ngofu ala ko. which is sometimes e longa loka whangongo vea pia whaia meo ainga. Me whalavi. But if I whaia lau alo whalisi alisi, and there's nothing like you can do to break that, then wala iyo le I know a lot of people too le fa pinga fila ko le ngfu la ko ya ko ko songo. But it is something I have nothing against it. It is what it is, you know.
If you're not directly affected by it, but yeah, you have cousins, but do you feel like it's bad for the culture?
In some way, yes. Kasi makangai man pawa ke bi makangai me dia pia or ke me fai me aingo.
Yeah.
But afaya de o te ainga ma de fika wi me aingo, then kwa de mi si kala ngoi. Kwa kala ngoi ka ka ke mi de ru de aingo ya ko fai me ainga fa mai wi wa ya la le ngofu mara le on ko so ngara le fa mangai foi la. Oh.
Right. Akar kala pui de loko ole melo le incense. E pau wa ainga o ke ba ye pa ye le melo. Mo meu ainga. O ngā lai fa mai lau ainga ko. E ngā kale koko le ainga ko kongo le ainga ko. Royalty. Te ngā ko ke ba ye arranged marriage e ko mo fo le cousin mar cousin. I ainga ko.
Because they want to keep the royal bloodline.
They want to keep the family status for the makua 60 ai lunga le isu o tanga. Ai ola u wa ai ele mele. Makua ndi la ko ye so swag. Because I have family members who are what they call I see family members because of it. Because of it. What manete ai na ko de o nga wa ko ya luar ko. So now what your advice if you're going through this and whether it be accidental or in the name of love, just do you. You know? Just do you.
If it gets to that point.
Gets to that point, you know.
My advice is like, a little different, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, just do you guys. Because okay, look,
just continue doing your cousin.
Yeah. Just love one another. Finish strong.
Finish strong. Don't give up.
That your father went to war, and then you decided to live with your cousin.
So he's your uncle daddy.
He's your uncle.
The word of advice is especially for us, kangaka Samoa. Oi karango iko makua. The people oi karango iko aunties mako uncles.
But if I feel like I overshadow ele alofale le makaifale. Because he can be.
No.
Right? Ima fai ele alofanga overshadowed makaifale.
No. If you get a different set of eyes to look into it from the outside, I miss it ko ainga. You know what I mean? Like your
No, I'm just asking the question. Pe langa iko kede o kakayo o wavo. La okay lua la ko ngofu malaka songo. It was love over family.
Because they didn't know.
Oh, they did know. They've been known from
Makaifale, you know it, or accidental you didn't know?
Or the Makaifale you know what that I'm talking about.
Well, then they need to move somewhere where they're not around family at all. If you do it voluntarily and do it intentionally, then you cannot be around family stuff. Why? Because you'll always be the topic.
Well, these are all the questions that comes up when it comes to Makaifale. because it's not. I like I said, I don't think it's bad for the culture if you don't go to the family stuff. But when you take it to the family, when you have father of loving those kind of stuff, that's when you're gonna look.
No, that's when you stay home.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
Watch the Father Love It from Facebook Live.
What?
Losi mafuhoka makaya le makai father. And they go to their Father Love Is.
That was a juicy topic.
Okay.
There.
Now we're done with Makai Fale. Let's move on to Womoni or real friends. How do you know if someone is your real friend? Whawhiangai loa o ka o kakale whai mo Womoni, like your real friend.
You know, you go ahead.
Honestly, for me, just based on trial and error with all my friends, and I'm gonna say this in English because my Samoan ain't as great as these guys, but for me, it was defending my name when I wasn't there, or defending my honor when I wasn't present. You get what I'm saying? Like, if people are gonna talk shit on me, I expect my real friends, you know what I mean, to defend my name and tell them, hey, cut that shit out. If you ain't gonna say it to a face, then let's not bring it up. But also, I've been through a lot of things with my real friends. It's not the type where it's like we're clinging on to each other, clinging on to a friendship. It's one of those, we can not talk for 3 months and pick up right where we left off. But for me, a real one is defending my name, defending my honor, I guess, when I'm not present, when people are talking about me. But I guess everybody got their different definitions.
That was very nice. Say, e kusa le mau ma fole o la wa ua ia fa winga le wo moni o le wo moni o ka te pui pui nga lo wingoa mo ka ma dianga ki le o ye ko kongu o le kunga ye so the winga lo kala from experience this is I've had friends or like like there was once I was a trainer. I was a trainer here in Samoa, and one of my good sisters. I was doing a section in PJ, and this sister of mine, she overheard some of the guys talking smack about me.
Yep.
You come a stranger, really a road train. So that sister of mine stood up and started yapping at them and telling them, "Ano po yan, no po yan, what did he do to you guys for you guys say those things?" And what made matters worse, some of those brothers were good friends of mine. So that's how I knew up to this day that sister of mine still close to my heart, you know, and loyalty goes a long way. Loyalty, keep your circle small. You can have a lot of friends, but if you have that one or two in your circle that can be your battle buddy, because a lot of people come into your life, you know, in a season, you know. They want something from you. They don't like come around, basically need that you. And also those who are not there for you, don't celebrate it with them. You know?
Yeah.
Celebrate with those that really matters to you. You know, those that were there in your ups and downs, and even those that took the time. You know, they give me okay. I check up on my friends. Say, hey, I had you in mind this morning. I want to let you know that I'm thinking about you. Hope you're having a good day. That's a whole morning right there. You know? Pero pag ganyan, ay, te love. Ugo, that's what. check up on them, man. True friends, they check up on each other. I'm not saying like every day you call them. Once in a while. Well, like Foley said, there are friends where you don't talk to for almost 6 months. But once you connect, man, just like you guys never, you just pick it up like nothing, man. With that said and done, man, shout out to all the real friends in here. And Misa Pride, you are one of my real friends as well. Thank you so much. I have, I'm just saying hi to those who are backing each other. So you are all my real friends.
Yeah. So the other question is, do you consider people keeping secrets from you as a real friend? Like let's say you o la u fa pe o ele la lo fa nga wo Malaysia uso po your sister out. But ala u ka u ko ngakale, but they know something that is going to hurt you, or like it's going to make you commit a crime or go violent. So do you still consider them as real friends when they keep that secret from you for not telling you, or you want them to tell you the truth?
That's a good question, though. I'm gonna kick off. I had a friend of mine that I went up straight to him and I told him his wife is cheating. Oh, straight up. I just straight up. As a real friend, don't hold that shit back. Don't hold it back. You know, if you know information that will bring harm to the life of your friend, as a woman, open your mouth up. You know, some people nowadays they're like, oh, I don't want to tell them. I don't want to break up the
It's none of
family.
my
No,
business.
it's none of my business. No, as a real friend, tell him. Tell him. Because the backlash that's gonna come, pe ai loa na wo ngai loa o ele mela e kupu. Dude, sa si de nga o ngai do wo. That's my kind of friendship I am with my boys. If I see them doing stuff, I told them, "Tell ko nga mea." They said, "We know. I look for the why know." You know? And real friends, if they see you going down the hole, they're gonna reach out to you and they'll be like, "Tell me, hippie, bro, I'm telling you, Nah, this friend of mine, I'm so thankful he's doing well right now. You know, I straight up. Why when I heard it, why when I saw it, call him up. Like, hey, your girl's cheating on you. Say, are you for real? Yeah, your girl's cheating on you. If nobody ever said it to you, I will be the first one to tell you right now. Because I love you, bro. You know, and I don't want you to end up Leangalo Ulu. I don't want you to, go full Pashioki Jishi, you know, as a real friend, tell your brother, tell your sister, you know, tell them. Nanga mero kupu. O fie kere kanga kai whaapakan palao.
Yeah.
Ah, they butter it up. But nobody's saying something. Lala, o lala le ngai koe fau kua koe de uso lea, ai aru kamare pure rolo. You know? It's very sensitive when it comes to taking care of your real friends. And all my friends know I tell it as it is. You know, I tell it as it is. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But as a good friend, don't keep secrets. You know, don't keep secrets. If you think you're my brother, if you think you're my sister, let me know. Let me know. Because a situation, mawalo, e wakwe fight. Wafanga riska. Because of it keeps bottling it up, There was no intervention. And since we're on war money or oil and war money, help your brother, help your friend. Don't get to that level.
Yes, sure. Fully?
Period.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything to add, Fully?
No, I mean, I'm in total agreement with Joe. I look at it this way: if that's your real friend, would you want to be in the same position as them? If they had the same information that you did, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I would want to be told that, oh, okay, they doing this behind Joe back, they doing that, and yeah, I'm gonna take it to the gym, chest out. But at the end of the day, if my real friend can't come to me and tell me something that'll hurt my feelings, but be better for me in the long run, then what was the point? Why were you my real friend to begin with? But yeah, I agree with Joe. There's nothing else to say but that.
Let's go. Well,
go.
we're Moni are real friends, and now we're going to probably.
You guys on here think that these people on this app are your real friends? They're not. Wait till the shit hits the fan.
I hear that.
And you guys are right in the middle of it. That's why I don't be on this app calling everybody brother and sister or best. None of that.
Well, that's the thing that you hear a lot on here. Like, oh, my Lord, that's my sister.
And if that's how they communicate, cool. But like, some of those words hold real deep meaning, heavy meaning. So, I mean, just watch out. Not everybody on this app trying to be your friend.
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite topic. Lokuliangs. Lokulianga. Mili lokulianga. Oh. Or the topic though. Or the makwa kid leo feshidi. Or the look, Leala was it my kako topic leo lokulianga. Or hater. Or first question, why do people hate?
Their own insecurities.
Short and straight.
Resolve trauma. Their own insecurities. That's what it is. Or they're a follower.
That one too.
Hate because of a reaction of a certain level that they cannot reach. They will go kala. Pati pua le loto leanga. Ona sau mai tom. O le leanga ri na ku fafu. Sau mai kom. Patu puina le loto leanga. Ono le tulanga le o lo ngoko kau kawa o maritangata. You try to compete with someone else, but the truth of the matter is, you compete with yourself to make yourself better. You know, compete with yourself. Compete with the you yesterday to make you today the better version of yourself. And everything a kayo the middle because it is opposite norm. It opposite norm. You know, the you are afraid of kala, we live a ko the pilo pa, we la there, saying I'm a pilo pa, there samo. Kaya ko doon pa sa nga ho de la wa e si pa adunga arwa ko si pa aku de kompayado pa ko mo paido arwa ai me ngalo gangar paido pa sa mo aku paido pa adunga kamo paido si pa sa mo ko to me dan ka pai ko so me dan imagine if our people because olewo ba ai filosofia there outside nga I make up pitching if one Chinese or if it's their business going, if it's so swami, si po iya lako ka nga ka. E rise lako pitinisi. Ang ayay lar kama angay ko kungor ka ko ililoko sa mo. Ba ay mayulay kang faya ko rin nga o mayupong. O mayupong ni magsuswang ngay. Ano pa nga karon nire ko po. Ele que eu fui kala hore de sipi masa mo. Wakire sipi de intia. So if I go to show, I want to leave me na pay this. E kau mawhai e su se me e whaasau i le leanga I whafu. So e au ngā fu I o kere o kaka. There's a difference between critics. E mero ki fi whalau I loa koe. There's a difference between critics and there's a difference between defamation. Kusa, o ko kere ia critics e kaki whalungoi. Manga ia, kaki avia absorb the positive and whatever the negative is, work on it. But o kele o critics e sau te mingi. Man, honestly, e filongia me markamale o le leanga loko. O leanga loko. So, ora kakaloa, ora vai ngā ia, ora vai ngā kaka. Pawar mea, kau pai omi lalo loko leanga. Kako loko pad, omi lalo. Thank you.
Fole?
I just feel like local leanga it stems a little deeper with our Samoan community because, like Jason said earlier, there's a lot of things taboo in our culture, and mental health is one of them. So when we have like local leangas all around us, and there's plenty of them around us, right? But I really feel like it stems from within. The insecurities that they carry. A lot of people are fucking imposters. Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of people are imposters. They have imposter syndrome. A lot of people are people pleasers, so they come on here, or just in general, if you're now being somebody that you're not, and then you can't keep up with the image, so you see somebody who's actually that person, right, doing their big one, and that's where the local leang comes from, because you couldn't outdo what they were doing because you're trying to be like them and you're not them. That's why I said the insecurities and the unraveled trauma, like the trauma they need to go. Y'all need to seek help. But I think a lot of local leanga too also stems from the people that you're around. Like I got real friends. I got friends of 20 plus years. Because they don't like somebody, why does that give me the avenue to not like them either? You know what I mean?
They're always trying to put it on you.
You should still give everybody benefit of the doubt. Yeah, they did your friend wrong. Cool. These are my friends of 20 plus years. I ain't got nothing to say about them girls that they don't like. You get what I'm saying? Local leanga also comes from the people you hang around. And if they're always hating on somebody, if they're always being petty, they always want to throw these bad comments. And that shit's ugly. That shit's ugly and pathetic.
I've noticed that, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Fat and everybody, but in outboys, on the day the mako, in the bastard, what they cool come up, but in the mako baba, they cool by, cool come it can be an uprising in the middle.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because women we're more emotional than you guys are. Exactly. While we can still be emotional, right? Me and you can have the same level of emotional intelligence, emotional availability. Us women, we express it more.
Exactly.
And for us, like me as a Samoan woman, I don't stand down for nothing, especially if I know I'm right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of pride that goes into that. There's a lot of emotions tied into that. But also as women in general, we're way more emotional than men. So that's why you'll see that, guys, right? Like you guys, like that, for that, my brothers and all of our boy cousins, they can argue today. It could be the worst argument. Get back tomorrow. For me and my girl cousins, that's it.
It goes wrong. I noticed that, man. Yeah. It's very interesting. Especially a lot of social media, there was So, like, after the Miss American Samoa, when I brought that up, okay, look for Kenya then I'm MC Fagas. Man, that girl got bashed real bad. She's my home King Oleta.
Who bashed her too?
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. But, like, out of respect,
Yeah.
Like, like, she doesn't deserve that, She doesn't deserve that, So, I'm Rick Samoa. I'm Missy Kokero Kakuya. Haka Kauru social media. Ah, Haka social media. Like, please stop cutting people down, man. Stop, stop cutting people down on social media, man. Ko ai din. Engare fia whakawhasku e puku. E ke re mamau aire ke o California re ngofu ai ia pole ma Seattle. But this was like my first show coming back home, and it was the saddest at the end. I wasn't sad because it was production, but I was just sad that man, but I hope we learn to uplift one another. Uh, we learn to come phải sẽ các cô ngặt về ngọc với đa đi là ngọc có mấy kỳ ở lâu á why passion the youth o có mấy kỳ or kioaka they're watching the grown-ups doing this and then we always talk about breaking that cycle apa pia ka ko incite the violence malimele o le loko le ngai rungo o social media kalau kuat kupulanga malumanga yu suka ko
But they were faimo kanakasa more social media. You know what I mean? I feel like social media for some Samoans, and this is not all, this is not a general statement, but some Samoans are very where their only platform is their Facebook.
Why do people hate? I made this video like a year ago, and it went crazy on TikTok. But I've been meaning to do it again. But ma fuanga renga mo ka karmele lo koreanga. Le ko fa COVID. Le ko fa le ko share because that video is probably I'm going to share it again. But or merenga mo ka karmele lo koreanga. Fa rongo my chat and all the people in FYP watching us and not coming in. Inko vai parpala. This is for you guys. This is for you guys watching from FYP. Anga mo ko melo ko diang. Ko ka sao, amo melo ko diang. Nanga ke au diang. No, e ke no fia mari. O vai, anga mo melo ko diang. Langa ke au diang. Vai. Awor mo ka ko menga lo ko diang. E anga mai me pa mo ka ko lo ko diang.
Anga au diang o e lo ko diang.
Yo. Kas langa menga fa ko au diang ko ngolo loko. E ke fiu ai fa yo make up e se uru uru mfai ro uru e ke sa wa pe ya o va yo muri vai. E ako va yo muri vai mo ko parpara. No, awore mo ka ko menga lo ko hanga ide se mele le ide ku de ai mangi mele le e sau de mele lo ko hanga nothing e se video ngai fa lo o video ngia ka ro de mele lo ko hanga no. I mean, I know Trump. But la poco Trump. Ele ma se lo ko hanga ke lo e afu. Ola wafu, lo manguia ma ke no. E koe e kalipe umai lalo e medianga e loko leanga ia o mele i fai. Oh.
Gala de Charlie ani pole. No wina kala Charlie koe kangoro la comment e fa ali mai de loko leanga e koe ma fa rai. Am I that ugly?
Yeah.
Should I change?
Yeah.
No, really. Pause and ask yourself.
Am I that really ugly that I'm gonna put this But you know the funny thing is, I just start loading content on Facebook, and there's a lot of negative people on there. But you know the funny thing is, ilay mangis kupulanga. Ilay mangis kupulanga o kamera nga o koe ingo. Like I'm talking about koe yaku le pu ala fai ma ya lianga lungo social media. Hey. Go out and get ya cow, any little puma, a puma, kang yourself. I would say,
Either that, Charlie, or when they ako mingira ko, all sa ulit leya.
yeah,
Ko mingi ko nga me like
yeah. AC. Well, I don't know pa aulili.
I've seen. I'm just saying, like in general, I've seen some.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Damn, your spirit is ugly, bro.
Anyways, ngan po nga sa 2 cents about loko nga. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth.
Is that backed by evidence or?
Does hatred come from head or heart?
Hatred.
Hatred comes from heart.
Yeah, comes from your heart.
Hate comes from the head.
Okay.
Olo mapapawin. O laim reaction o empay o yung kao. Parulo faku. O aking mesa o nila ngor kamay ko po yung
Melai lo ai le malo si o faku ao. Malo si mau al faku ngai lo fai ai. Pea fai o le saulo wika mai lo faku. Ai de mafai o lo po fia le poko e lo mafau. Ai de mafai o nga vu. Nga kava mai lo au de nga la sau fafu. Ala wa sa wai fafu. Kusala o fai ka ala nga kava kulo au de nga sa o mai lo faku. I mean loko leanga. I mean loko leanga.
Hey, longa se me yeah, Charlie.
They're all the same. They're all in the same facility. Ekusa uma. Loko leanga, au leanga, nyanga. They're all the same. Anyways, what is the best way to stop feeling hatred towards someone or something?
What's the best way to stop hatred towards someone? Stop hate?
It's not that simple.
Yeah, it's not that simple.
One thing I would say is out of sight, out of mind.
Walk away.
Away from them. Walk away from them. Don't be around them. Don't go to places you know they're going to be there. Don't be in spaces where you know that they're going to be there. And then also pray about it. And forgive yourself, because that's hard work. We're talking about hard work here. We're not talking about head work.
There you go.
That comes from within, bro. Like, you can't just stop hating somebody out of free will.
Yeah, nga be faide le mereve me vi inga. Quick way to get away from anger. Ale okay.
Oh yeah, that's the fastest way, Vigo. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Fangau lo lang ya. Fangau lo lang mo kang kalili. Jay?
Yeah, Jay, you finish it out. That's all I gotta say about that shit.
Ole kulanga okili ropo de ika po loko leanga. De kampai ka ko papia. Ole merefa mai ole aso me pai ya awangi i loko leanga I lista ngapa. Ole ika ole the hate you can walk away. But once that loko leanga comes to you, it's sa oila foli. Reach dig deep. Wale ngoi ke whape po Yesu te whani mai. E sau lor ka mga e ki oe. Man, take a deep breath. Just say, Jesus, take this away from me. Eke mi wa, because mo po eke me ke loko le, la wa woso loko le ngai a oe. Papera le sa bari po ye se kingi wela lele. Ba ngai yo le dressers kingi. Ala we papera. Ko kia pa ye pa mauro fu ala e alua. You know, adela lo ko pa pe po. Ko kia pa ai pa i lo mo ma fa o le loko le anga lo ka me te la ko. Ko kia super manuia yang ia ko pa ye pa mauro no.
Ole me sa ola nga ka loko le anga. La loko le anga ngo ofu le fa.
Lo fu le fa. Lai va ai kwa pera se kingi vole lai manga yo make up a skate yo. Ala wo pasti fo kingi vole ala wo me. Pasti denga mole va di fale va di morong poli. You know, ina ko comment so ina ke pa no ngoi. Share we po ina 50 po ina le o lai o uming se vai muri umi foi le lea.
E.
Ai fa mai. Sa nga mai fo nga pa de o ngori sa va de ngo. Oh.
Sa si nga mai lo sa vadi. Oh.
You e ka ka le fa ma. Ah, it's just a funny comment.
Maybe then that's how the hate starts.
The hate
That's how hate starts. That's surface level, right? That's surface level. When you start to make comments, but now every time you see that person, you're gonna always make a comment. You have for what?
Guys, if you guys are new here, Chase Smooth is sharing from experience.
Yeah. For you. No. Mga stories na kayo may ngito.
I'll talk through experience. Ar kengere nga mo sa vai mo mo for the reader card.
Oh no. Oh, o que le fai cara, o que la qua eu sa wa, sunga. E vai.
Ki papa.
Koe avere o follow si sora I kiki ngala ma le pe koe. Si, vai. Le ai o nga sa way punga bele mele o the war money. Real friend, tell them the truth. Real friend. Le koe fo ika ko nunga ya war money.
Olo siri, ole alo fe au leo fo la.
Nga.
Olo so swangi ke ufa ku la lo ai masai.
Ole alo me fai pe masai lo.
E pasai ngeni pasuka I. E pa ngeni nuklia I pe masai no.
Che mai. Ki papa.
E pa ngeni nuklia pe masai no.
Guys.
Anyway, malo. What do you think is the worst kind of hate?
Third party hate.
There you go.
The one.
Third party hate is the worst kind of hate because you have no real reason to hate that person. You hate them because the other person hates them.
Exactly.
You know what?
In a perfect world, you could have formed a bond with that person that Exhibit A hated, right? Mm-hmm. But instead, you ran with Exhibit A, and now you both hate that person. You don't even have a valid reason. You hate them because Exhibit A hates them. Now you look stupid.
Being whatever.
Right. Third party hate is the worst hate because you have no real reason. All of that is surface level. You only know what your friend is telling you, right? You have no real reason. Mm-hmm. And then you look stupid in the process.
Exactly.
You look dumb as hell in the process. How you hate on me because somebody else hate me? You don't even know me.
Exactly.
And it's not that I'm finna come on here and get real personable with everybody that I meet, right? I'm not finna get everybody's numbers, but you hate me because that girl hate me. That's crazy. Because I'll still beat both of you up. What?
Oh.
There you go. There's a lot of
that.
Thank you. Might drop on that one.
DJ, you have anything to add?
Well, I thought my full of the third party hate. The most dangerous hate that I know is or kamaleo le como faideo oi. Well, it's like a third party hate, but or the como faideo oi recruit kanga ka ba is recruit kanga ka ekeika dis kanga ka. I ini sebenarnya kanga ka ka pa ui, you know? Kusa although ke du ainga, ba pela ainga oi ai sau ka ka pa mai. Ke ro pe o de fia de kengela da nga ya ma ya te ka kala ya ma ya recruit ko mo ma e ka ko posila king ya no ai ri se wingo e ri se wingo ole ka ko fore de ke ya mo le ko mo ele fa misa
Venga ka o leo so vale
ke ya foi fu you know so man o ri ka fa nga ka ko ro ko mo fa de e pa o ngā ka ngaka whaira i e lai connect ia oi. Ko ki ika whakasi ka ngaka i se me whai a oi. Oh, it was basically what Foley said. Oh, you know, like that third party hate. Ai, o mera ko pu waru recruit a ko ka ka lako ai. Pe kai e po she ka ngaka. Ai, me ia se me se ka ka ngapa ka ngaka ko ai. Oh, so stop recruiting for hate.
But also,
Stop the hate on.
if you guys are real careful around the people around you, you would know what their agenda is. Right? If they always in the center of somebody's drama and they're not even a part of it, they shouldn't even be in your circle.
100.
That's a recipe for disaster for real. That's why I say I ain't got that many real friends. I can count on my one hand.
Same here, man.
I ain't got time. I'm not entertaining nobody's bullshit. If you don't like her, hey, go have a conversation with her and tell her that. Why are you telling me?
But imagine if the buck stuck with you. Oh, papiara le wala kule ka le ka a third party. Ai ka ngo ko ka ping ngā me nga. E lo pa ila ngā me ngā le dei fu na le. We ka ngo ka fin lo te nga nga. As a good war morning. If I kua rola i e friend. Ka kia ngā mea. Ka ko mua le loko whare pang. E re lua fu ka ko the story o si ngā kama. Si ngā kingi. We all have different struggles and different stories. Ni rope wale bakua tau ka lai ke pāse se. O ngō lai ka ma whai pui le ui sanga ka lai pāse se. You know, so, man. Ka ko wanga.
Yeah, ko kere yo le. Ko kere yo a voi. Ko kere yo me ngai runga i social media. Me ngā le third party hate. Pia me ngai kero whaso mai. You know, ko kere yo kangaka e la via me ngā. I mean, I have some people too in my life that, you know, if I like good me ngā. But if you know me, you know me. E te kai au whare a ngā se kaka. You know, pe sau whare kaka e whai meo kara au. E te kai au waru whai ngeu kara i sis kaka. Why? Why would I waste my time? La me la whare a ngai fua kaka, but, so, it is,
But
so
you're pretty upfront too, though. People know you. You don't have to talk shit. You know what I mean? You can tell people to their face, and that's the difference between us and a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of you'll find a lot of this third party hate on social media.
TikTok is weird. That's weird.
It's full of third party hate.
Yeah. When they started having teams like on TikTok, like I remember when, you know, like people were live, they would got power or whatever, you know. So like nga fire me teams when me for battles, team battles and stuff. Like chole makua kinde ari chole le or a third party hate nigga. Like ke yabo recruit or coach team boy de. Oh, fa nga kakare rungo I lea ma. Wa ila o kamari ang nga kaka. Ku umai lalo kalo kwaisen.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I was never part of a team on TikTok. Everybody thought Trish Alef was a team, but it was a program that we ran. And I'm still friends with the same people that we ran the program. We're still friends with them. We still talk to them here and there. But that was the downfall of teams. Like once you become a part of the team, it makes your circle small. Like you hang out with the same people. But mind you, we've been on TikTok I know there's a lot of people that's on TikTok that's been on TikTok for a long time. From the beginning, nobody like hang out in a small circle. Everybody hangs out with everybody. Like nobody cares who's on the panel or everybody's. If only two people on the panel, people would be in the chat. We were just going back and forth nonsense. you know, making fun of each other. And
Yeah.
those times went away when teams started. That's why I was never part of a team.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have the same friends that I have, like, you know, the people that I follow, the people that I interact with.
But also, even the teams, when we see, haven't you guys noticed that when teams do break up, it gets really bad? It's actually okay, guys, to split as a team and still be friends. Even if you guys left on bad terms, you don't have to go to the next person. You don't have to talk down on your ex team member to the next person, because now you look stupid. Because a week ago you were on, you know what I mean? A week ago you were on live. You were live with your team, and a week later now you're talking about that person. That doesn't make sense. But well,
Yeah.
it makes sense, man.
So
Like it's okay to end friendships on bad terms, but keep it to yourselves.
kusala if we ako yan sa wala ka ko fasulungan ka ko topics. I would for any teams. Ngai mo wad lo ko lang. I kausi de va e mo wad wo money. I mo wad wo money. I would makai fani.
So I work for you.
O de la o ka ko fa ba o di. Ale la ho ka. How you ke one more question for Lokoleanga. Do you ever hate yourself?
Hate myself.
I did when I was younger.
Why?
When I was younger, I always had this I had this when I was growing up. I had to look a certain way. I had to hold myself up a certain way. I had to do my hair a certain way. It was all self-image. You know what I mean? It was, and a lot of it came from what I went through growing up as a child, being molested at a young age, and that kind of put me down. My self-esteem went down all the way. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of that comes with, that's why I tell people all the time, yeah, you guys think mental health is taboo, but if you do the inner work, you'll be satisfied with yourself at one point. And for me, it took me almost 20 years to do that. I hated myself for what happened to me, even though I didn't cause it. You get what I'm saying? I was young.
Proud of you, Polly.
Yeah, for majority of my life, I didn't really understand what was going on, why my mind was going this way, until I started seeing a therapist, until I started talking to people more about it, until I started being vocal about it. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of there's one point in my life where I did really hate myself. I didn't enjoy. People would tell me all the time, "Oh, kingo." I didn't care. I needed to lose more weight. Oh, okay, your face is clearing up. I didn't care. It had to be more clear. It was always trying to strive for something more, when in reality I was perfect just the way I was.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I did hate myself at one point. Right now, I'm in my soft girl era. Okay, I don't care what I look like because my man like it, and that's all that. Okay.
Okay. Kusala wo mo wala wo money.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, Polly. Man, hating myself. Honestly, like when you come from struggle, like I didn't have time to hate, because I can honestly tell you that okay, sa mas ay nakawakinga. And my story is the akadi of the koinga paipa. God rest his soul to my grandpa, Tata Yava Deodui Kilo King, Kilo Kukupua may kuala latawa. O siya ko inga aru paya nga paiva o ke aru pakawa nga ita. So I always think back of those days of what made me the man I am today. I was just so fortunate that okisau masik kongo te aina kawaki nga e makamafai. Barolo mo perti fies kong. You know, so E ia kala sa ka panga sa me kia. Peki ngofo le whare o, peki ngofo le whare kukuru, ma lepe wha malama, ai lai ai ko kongu le alofa. Ma lava ngā moe, you know. So I didn't have a chance. Okay, experiencing on the middle. E paule ika nga o le kupe kia. Okay, kai. I hate that time. I hate time. Right now. I hate time right now because if only I can turn time around, you know, and just with the blessing that I'm receiving now, you know, I wish that I can turn back the hand of time and tell my grandpa, you know, like, wow, sa o mo ka la yung boy make it, you know. So sorry, you guys, for getting all emotional and everything, but it is a me for medical nga ika aru ika le aunga. Uri đâu whao ngā ro ika ngai turn it into a wrecking force. So I'm blessed with two boys, a 14-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I'm just blessed, you know. That's the only way I was able to use hate was toward my career and toward positivity. And that was it for me, man. One love. I ain't got time to fight. Hashtag I ain't got time to fight. Let's go.
That's right. So you took your hate and turned it into love.
Yeah.
And basically you didn't have time to hate.
I didn't have time. I was so caught up in the moment, you know. And they're my classmates. They're people that are like, so little come on and fuck out. So yeah, come on and fuck out. And I told them, thank you for buying a Kawia and buying a Koifi for me because you were able to invest in my future, you know?
That's right. Yep.
And that's why whenever I see youth, when I go to appeal, you know, that's me right there, man. I told those kids, it's like, you guys are going places. You guys are going places. Just keep doing what you're doing. Hustle hard, you know?
Maar nice. Maar not fast. Do I ever hate myself?
Yeah, have you ever hated yourself?
Yeah, sometimes I hate myself because of the decision I made. But, you know, it also made me grow as to be the man I am today. Ika nga. Ako vai, no, but ako lua, ako masang sa oya. Ako vai umalo ubikaw. Ini ese umiro ubikaw. Awe pupu. Apio ke ika ngi. E pupu alo ubikaw. Lokase fio. 210. Kusala ubikaw. Kusape lawa 210. Pe kai fa 210 lo ke la ubikaw.
You can't take nothing serious, bro.
Fine. Ada power ika ika nge 210 kai for 210 ala ika ala wake ala ika but 210 the other day. 210 the next day.
So may isang video masking you or victory. Your face is always big. Really, victory my head. How the other?
Mea nga mo fai mochari ya uru vai. Ro kau fura de ai.
Vai. O fai mai kala nga victory ka ule pare ni de uwe ya vapio. Mea nga bore sa wai. Guys, mea nga bore sa wai
It's not too much.
Me ang wala siya wala kit pongi ngana wo shit piko ya do.
Hi, Maddie.
Anyways, that was our last question about Lokoleanga. Look at our topic, guys. Makai Fale, Womoni, Lokoleanga, and now, do you guys want to do Fapo Liuli?
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
It's probably Chase Smooth knows what Fapo Liuli means.
I know he's got a story up there.
Yeah. Either that or we do translation to finish out.
Is basically cheating. Oh. It's basically cheating.
Oh, like what's done in the dark.
Yep.
Oh.
Oleh Fapo Liuli. Apa o paisong aulo ye si king like it will Fapo Liuli. It's simple. Cheating. That's it. Oleh Fapo Liuli. Oleh Fapo
Au fe la me umai oi me ye fet pungsha. There you go. Guys, I would for you could have mirror for podiums. I would for you could have mirror for local young. For you could mirror more money. But five but back.
No, because I've heard different definitions for Bollywood, right? But I want to know, like you just said, right? Cheating, right? I'll find it from not order, but like I need a clear cut definition.
Yo, nga fa Bollywood nga. Is definition for Bollywood?
Basically, don't do nothing in the dark.
You want me to tell you a story?
So it's to damn, what? Couple dudes when two are supposed to be together.
Not married. I'll put it in 85 people. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that too.
Oh, so this word applies to couples.
Yeah.
Abang.
Oh.
Abang.
Yeah, no, come from the story. The story. Yeah, let's see.
No, let's not. We need to read marriage comment because he's saying that it is when two are supposed to be together, not supposed to be together, and are not married. So that's makai fale.
No, that's not makai fale. If they're not related, then they're not makai falings. Yeah, let come from Kalakula wing or Upule Fapo in the story. Pierlau Vinga, brace in the chat. Pierlau brace lang for my fiance. Usala, there are some heavy inga kafau social media. I va aye loa ya simpa. Va aye loa simpa. Va aye simpa ilunga de live vi inga mo. Now vai ia simpa le live vi inga fa pe me simpa. Au de le ngore. Ko mingi loa ia simpa lunga le live vi inga pe fa pe me simpa. Fa kulo au le. Umare le live vi inga sa lo vi inga message ia simpa ku. Adi lo pianse. O le wati am ni de ko lo le o simpa ma vi inga ku. Ala fa po ia vi inga ya pianse. No. Le ala wo fai ngi la I le melo le fa po duty. O la mele dinga ngai ku le pongsa. Ya simpa la le ke ko manga ko fisili po simpa o le mai. Le ala wo
land your plane.
Wo fai ngi fa po duty vi inga ma tai fa. Ale lo fai au muri lo la ia pianse ia le melo wo ku. Ia Ngana eu so mai lole upule fa podium. Dia lang fa podium dia vi inga ma simpa. Ai de ilo e pianse.
That's fa podium if it's talking before seeing or touching.
Yeah.
I'm still confused.
So the fa podium, yeah. It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Ole avangale from every seven ya. Ole avangale mo le tamamar kinge wole magie ma kuai e pamangia e fai puipu. To sola lo. So so la roa kama fo le wo mutu ia ma ko fa fai pui po o te dale o nga ye ku langa fo ye le ki ai ki le kama pe le ki tingi ia so la lola ia vanga o la wa vanga wo so la ia vanga o wala wo ye fai la wo ia
Me
la
mga
wo
oi.
no me manga o le fa fo you it's in the name fa fo you thing for Medicare Charlie in the dark o ka ko do umamia e fai de pongsa ah ku so le fa po du e le fa po du di o le fa mai e le I fa I po o le fa po du e o le ngari e le I o e fai ni la vau sa a bo mari dia la o ngu po ala ka o i do o le fa po du
Ai le mali lia a inga.
a le mari dia no 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 o le fa po du dia yo usape le mari dia inga kusapele madi ai pe madi fe ai no boy wo fil la wo ele que fai poipo ele que fai poipo or kamanga fa mai wo de madi ai no le so solo o le avanga
O le fai ko rua.
kamala o ko dua de approve la
Back in like in this world's
o le ngari ele fai poipo o le ngari I wo ele fai poipo so la ka o le fa po yu
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm still confused. Like I really legit like I'm confused as hell right now. Because no, look. Okay, so going off of Maddie's comments, right? Avanga, she's saying it's cheating, right? Fapo Diudi is based on religious and family beliefs. But you guys are saying and the family doesn't approve of it, right? I that's Fapo Diudi?
Avanga.
Right. So then where does the Fapo Diudi come in?
The Papo Yuli is they're still together, but not married. They live together. Payela wo winga pa urungadi. So wo urungadi iya. Ay de ifa pa inga.
Oh, no blessing.
No blessing.
Okay, y'all just went around y'all just was flying y'all plane around. Y'all could have just said no blessing.
No blessing.
Yeah.
Kara
aku wala kemi ngi yo le fait fa po de dia a fole.
And thank you very much for pointing that out. Thank you.
Yeah. So e patalo fatu de paya man mamalu le tato chale ne ko bang ole te pi. Ia le paya man mamalu so tato tenu. Tupu mai ai mai se foi da mo to u la se papa. Ia mai se foi ni si foi o au pa trenga lo pa le malu le pata pa tau langa ma le pata pa tau langa. Ia a lo le se ko maua ma le langi ma. O le ua mātou pa asoa foi le ni tu la le afiafi. E malto pene ia fole, ia malito ia chale, nene koe piafi, o nisi foi o mta upu ia e ao lava o na wha mtalaina, ia wā fo ia le tātou. Le ngata au ngā martupulanga, ai au ngā foi mo nisi o lopa pena na lato uia ia tūlanga. Ia oan pasoa, ia oan pasoa, mawal malosi to pene ia fole, ma walunga pea le almasina le se ia kali, a mese po ile tātou Q&A, mātango pia I o le nei paa mwe. Awa e oro lau lau vivilu le to tele o tupulanga lalo vawa. Ile tūlanga leo le mala malama. Ma le tūlanga po I oro la tau ta ibi. O le a le winga o ia upu te wa ai mei lunga le tātou ta. Makai pale, wo moni, loko leanga, ma le paa po yuli. E leo leni oa ia tau, ia paa penana lopa le tua maua pea lo tau malosi. Pa manuia I o tau ainga, ia whapenana a vi ese le lote roeanga, a vi ese le whaporiuli, A vese ma le makai whale. A ia pusia tātou se wamoni ma lofa le ki leisi. Ia tō whāse po ina le mamalu le tātou te. O le whāte mōtou i le tuako Yesu. Amen.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, to chat. All the gifters, the tappers, new followers, welcoming everybody. Appreciate all the love and support for tonight. Shout out to Fully for hopping on the last minute. Shout out to my host, Chase Smoot, for tuning in all the way from Samoa. We will continue to build this on. Hopefully, we're intended to a podcast. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight and interact in the chat and also with our guests.